Hello, Star Wars Unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba, here with another Sideshow Retrospective with two more figures, or I should say two figures and an accessory. We'll call it that. Okay, and I'm really excited to share them with you now. Now, I've been trying to do these in order, but I will tell you that I'm utilizing kind of a Sideshow, the Sideshow Collector's book that I shared many episodes ago. And I wanted to kind of go through that and kind of put it out in release order. But I will say that I do kind of jump back and forth. I did, not by much, like a maybe 2005 and 2006. So I had a few episodes that were 2005 figures. And then I had an episode with 2006 figures. Now I'm going back to some 2005 figures, okay? And I will say, I want to preface, I did not collect every single figure. Okay, I want you to know that. And I didn't collect every single accessory. I did collect quite a bit, but as the prices went up, I got a little more selective with my choices. Okay, and so I'll let you know. All right, so why don't we get right to it? Okay, we're going to start off with that rogue, that scoundrel. We got good old Harrison Ford, Empire Strikes Back, Han Solo. Fantastic figure with his blue jacket, his striped Carillion brown trouser pants, and his awesome riding boots, and his great shirt. And I will tell you, I've said it before on this channel, particularly with these episodes, that these are stored and displayed in a basement kind of display area, and I do my best to keep it moisture low, moisture free. But it's a basement, and there's moisture, so it's hard to to keep it going all the time. So there has been some spottiness that happens on these outfits. Okay, it's something that I try to minimize as much as possible. But the only way to fully minimize it is to keep them in their packages, unopened, and in climate-controlled rooms. Which, of course, then why buy them? You want to take them out and display them and position them and play with them a little bit. So there we go. So here is there is a nice close-up. As you can see, this is pre-scan, pre-photo scan. So I'm sure that you can actually find Black Series and even 3 3/4 inch figures that have a slightly better likeness. But this is sculpting, and I do appreciate the look of it. And as I mentioned, there are quite a bit of aspects of the figures that, with the clothing and whatnot, that they try to match as much to the original as possible. So I am there for it. I think it's fantastic. I did not realize how short this jacket is. Sometimes when I'm not a very active cosplayer, so I have seen people walking around in conventions dressed like this, but I have not seen ones that have. Not too many of them do the Han Solo. I call it Bespin. I think it was actually. I think of the figure, the original vintage figure, it said like Bespin fatigues or something. So really cool. I didn't have to take down. And he's got this funny pouch in the back of his jacket. I guess that's just part of it. He's got this thing right there, and all these pockets. I don't believe these pockets all work. They're more just like sewed flaps. And he does have his belt. He does have a working holster. So if you want to have him put his gun in the holster, you can do that. So that is pretty cool. Okay, and like I said, the likeness is pretty good. Okay. But I will say that, they do better these days. But this is 2005, so we're talking, 17 years ago. Figure technology has grown since then, so I'm okay with it. It's a great figure. It's not my favorite figure, okay? I think it's kind of basic. There wasn't much to it. I know that you could also get a chess table that went with it, which is kind of silly because he never really plays chess in this outfit. Actually, you really don't see him play chess at all in the Star Wars world. And he's I don't think I ever see him seated next to the chess set. But for some reason, they decided to release a chess set near that. I did not get the chess set. I felt that was, we're getting into Barbie Dream Home furniture and, dollhouse silverware at that point. I didn't want to go quite that deep. But there he is, Bespin, Han Solo. Take the jacket off, and he can be, put his hands behind his back. He can be the getting ready for carbon freeze Han Solo, or tortured Han Solo. Right, so you got a few options with this. I don't remember what other accessories he comes with. I don't think he has too many. He might have the toolkit that he used when he was climbing around looking for the hydro spanner and stuff like that. but I'd have to look at the box to see for sure. So there it is, Han Solo. Okay, now we're gonna switch trilogies and go to our prequel trilogy with this next one, and I think this is the only one of this character that I have, but he's a pretty complete character at this. Okay, let me give the Maul his moment here. All right, this is Darth Maul. Okay, this is an awesome figure, a good complete figure. You have his outfit that he wore when he first landed on Tatooine. Let me get a real close up there of his. Yes, fear attracts the fearful. And he comes with his double blade lightsaber just as a hilt. You can also get the blades with it. We have, and I will take, before I take this, I will take his robe off, okay, and I'll display that like that in a moment. But actually, you know what? No, let me do this first though. There is an accessory that you could get around the same time as Darth Maul, and I can't remember if this was an actual purchase with Darth Maul as like a deluxe edition, or if it was something that you got separate. But that is these. And this is kind of like, and I wanted to show Darth Maul, as a in this outfit with this, because these are the 3 probe droids that fly around looking for Anakin and Qui-Gon and the Queen and all that other stuff on Tatooine when he first lands in his Sith infiltrator. And I do believe you can also bring the macro binoculars. Okay, I think that's an accessory that comes with this figure. But I just liked this as kind of a nice little setup to go with it. And this is one thing that wasn't too expensive. If I'm not mistaken, I think I used points to get this. I mean, it's like whenever you buy a figure, you get more points. You get more points. You can put each sets of points. It's like getting miles. It works. You can use it and translate it to dollars and do a discount. And I think I got enough from buying all the figures up to this point. I got enough that I could just pay for this for free. So I think that's kind of how that worked. So that's the 3 probe droid situation. I don't think there's any batteries to them or anything of that nature, or sound effects. I think they just pretty much, they're just kind of on little rods that come in and out, and they can free roam, like that way. But you can position them in different ways. You can have just one, that kind of thing. So, all right, and let's see about getting his. Let me get his. Take this off. All right, now. This robe, okay, it's a very interesting robe because it's kind of I almost like to call it like a graduation robe, like a hood that a teacher would wear at a graduation. It's got a really nice feel to it. Again, you got to be careful when you're out. This is kind of almost like a tool that's folded up, that's sewn up. But as I said, like I've been saying, and I apologize for repeating myself so many times, but for some people, this might be the first time they watch it. Being out displayed on in a moisture-filled or semi-moisture-filled basement, you're going to get some mold spots. Okay, so just be careful with that. They can brush off. Most of the time, it's not much of an issue. Okay, but if you're trying to get like mint untouched condition, then if you're going to take it out, you got to keep it up in a climate-controlled room without too much moisture or sunlight or any of that nature, or any of those things that can damage it. All right, but or fluorescent light. Okay, so a lot of people just keep them in the boxes, which is, I don't like doing that. So one of my favorite little tidbits about this is how you can actually use it for like positioning and molding the actual hoods, which I think is great. I love that little feature. But then you got, of course, this amazing looking Darth Maul action figure that is just so cool, and has his little flowing robe in the front, has his kind of slightly baggy pants, and this is ready. You can set them up with your Qui-Gon and your Obi-Wan figure. I'm making sure I stole my mic on, sorry. And you can do some amazing positioning and stunt work with that. So fantastic. And I do believe this does, no, it doesn't. I think he does come with a singular one after Obi-Wan cuts it in 2. So I do believe he has just a singular lightsaber, so you can set up some poses like that. So pretty cool stuff. Love it. fantastic. I mean, you know, when you get into makeup and prosthetics and that kind of thing, you really do really start to capture the essence of this character. Right? So awesome. All right, so I'm gonna just raise this up a little bit, and I'll put him here, and I'll take his little probe droids, even though they're not really part of this outfit. I'll put him up in the front here, and then I will take the scoundrel. I mean, I can't imagine what these two... I sort of get the feeling that if they were living in the same time period and Maul showed up to threaten Han, and Han had a blaster, I feel like we get the same thing that we would have gotten in Indiana Jones with the whole pistol and shoot the guy with the samurai sword. I have a feeling that's kind of would be what he would try to do. I know he's not. I know they're not the same character, but I feel like you get the same kind of attitude about that. So I don't know how much that would have worked or not, but we'll see. Might not have ended up well for Maul. Of course, it never did really end up well for Maul, did it? I mean, he also all sorts of wacky things happened to him. So who knows? But anyway, that'll do it for today's episode of the Sideshow Retrospective of Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification. Check out my War of the Stars podcast with John Mark Tolley. And you can, where we talk all things Star Wars. And give it a like, give it a listen, give it a like. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Darth Tuba, Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing page on Facebook. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them here, or you can email me at darthtuba77@gmail.com. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, may the Force and the toys be with you.